Hold on a minute.
Did you break it, the whole thing? The screw's out.
Yeah, that's it. I broke it. Make sure it still lines up with this one. There's another screw in there to hold it. Alright, now I'm going to put this one in.
It looks better like this. A lot better.
Alright, there's how the corner is done. I don't even think we need a batting strip in there, honestly. How tight it is, I think we'll be alright. Them chickens ain't getting through there, and no animals getting through there. It's only 1/4 inch hardware cloth is what we're using, because they didn't have 1/2 inch hardware cloth. But you still got bugs and flies and everything else can get through there, which is fine. You know, the grasshoppers and crickets can't get through it, but that'll be all right because the door is going to be open anyway, because they're going to have a run, a chicken run, and also we're going to have one of them automatic doors in the main door, so we can get in it, and the chickens, then if the door is shut, the chickens can get in and out. But that'll be eventually when the time comes, when we find a good one to use. Alright, let's get a measurement on this one. I got it. Alright. It works a lot faster if you get all this, the boards ripped and all that stuff, and try to get somewhat prepped of how much material you need. I mean, granted, we didn't do enough 1-bys in the table saw when we had it out, but we had enough 1-bys to get at least the bottom row done and probably maybe 1/4 of the top row. And we also had, the other day we had time limited of darkness and all that other stuff, so we did as much as we could at the time and sorted through everything, so we have, after we get rolling on this, we can just keep on going at it rather than every piece you need you have to go rip it and then cross cut it and paint it up. So we did that all a few days ago, painted everything, so when we install it we don't have to take it back off. It's pretty much done. The only thing we have to do is just touch up the corners with some paint on the boards where we had to cut them, which ain't gonna take but a few minutes. Okay. Alright, so we measured the back run. It's this whole coop is 10 foot this way and 12 foot this way, and that's how it's sitting on the ground. But it's gonna measure over 12 feet to these batting strips areas. It's pretty much 10 by 12 to the 2x4s. It's going to measure. So I'm doing the overlap, which I measured across this way the whole distance for that back side over there. It was like 148 inches. I added 10 inches to it, which gives me 158 inches is what I'm going to cut it. And it's going to round the corner, so the other piece, after we round the corner, it'll round the other corner. So we're going to cut this one 158 inches, so we got 5 inches around each corner, and then we're going to cut it 41 inches tall, because from here to the top on the other side it's 41 inches. So that's what we're doing there. So it's already pre-cut and ready to go. As you can see, this side is taller. From here down is 4 feet, and from here up is pretty much 4 feet into here, this 1x6 up here. So you're going to have about half the distance of that 1x6 where 4 feet's going to land up. So the top and the bottom of the hardware cloth's going to meet up where these 1x's are. So we're going to have to take these 1x's back off, the top ones, but we needed them there to hold it in place to put these other ones in there. But it's just a little bit of double work, but it still holds the hardware cloth in a stiff position so it doesn't mess up. And then after we get all this stuff wrapped, we're gonna put pieces in here in between the seams of where the hardware cloth is. So I'm gonna be cutting pieces for right here, and this one's like 21 inches. And this one is 22 inches. I mean, it's within.
All right, take your tape measure and go down to the other.
Alright, now I do 41 inches.
Pull it back out.
We need something heavy to put on it. Hold it down in place. Something heavy here. Alright y'all, so we need more basically batten strips, and they're pretty much 3/4 of an inch by 1.5 inches for a batten strip. And we're making them ourselves out of the scrap lumber that we've had on our trailer over yonder. But basically I just set my table saw up at 3/4 of an inch. So, and I'm running them through as many as I can get out of the pieces I got, which is usually 2 runs per piece I got. And these are all strips off of other ones I ran through for a different measurement, because they were all 2x6s. So basically we got a stack full, but I'm just gonna rip them up because I mean we're gonna need a decent amount, because we don't have a good amount of length per board. I mean, this one's maybe 5 feet, so about 60 inches. By the time I take this angle off and make it square on either side, you know, I might have, you know, 49 inches or something like that. Not 49, like 57 maybe. So that's what we're doing, and then we're gonna paint them before they're installed on 3 sides, which will be the 1.5 inch side, which is going to be visible, and then we'll get the 3/4 inch side on both sides, and then the part that's butted up against the hardware cloth, it's not even necessary to actually paint that side. So basically that's what we're doing, because we only had 1 board left, and we're fixing to do the top row on the chicken house, or the chicken coop, whatever you want to call it. So that's what we're doing today, getting that all prepped, so then we can go back to cutting our hardware cloth to the lengths we need, and then we can start installing. But
All right, guys. So in the background, you can actually see Levi sitting in this stroller. We did not make him sit in the stroller. He got in the stroller himself, and I asked him if he wanted to get out. He said no. I was like, well, are you going to sit there? He said yes. So, Levi, you want to get out?
No.
See, he said no. Are you a baby?
Yes.
yes.
Golly.
Are you our little baby?
Yes.
Yes?
Are you mama's baby or daddy's baby?
Mommy.
Mama's baby.
Daddy's big boy?
There's mom's mama baby.
No, mama's baby.
Mama.
All right, let's get back to it. Alright guys, so we just got done painting these, and the reason why I did not film us painting it is because the index with the heat, it was 105. And I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, it was hot and sweaty, and I had my shirt flipped up, and I was trying to stay cool as possible doing this. But now that they are dry, they're a little bit tacky, but that's because of the paint. We are actually going to take these over there, and we're going to start installing them and finishing up that hardware cloth. But I'm just trying to be as careful as possible, and I noticed I did not paint this one side. And that is actually because that's going actually against the hardware cloth. So, what was funny?
I knew you married me for a reason.
Yeah.
All because you figured out how to, take the wrinkle out of the wire.
Yeah.
That ain't the only reason. Come on, man.
Nah, because you got your partner that's out here.
In 106-degree weather. That's balls to the walls.
That's helping you do this. And you know what? Because most of these women these days, they would have went inside. Except for homesteading women, but mostly everybody else would have said, this is a honey to-do list. My honey's doing it, not me.
Yeah.
But I've been out here sweating just as much as you have, if not more. Because you did leave me for a little bit. Alright, let's get this over there. Let's get the other side up. And we're going to call it a day. Zaman. Hey, Bigfoot!
What the heck was that?
You like pushing over trees? Go push some over on our properties, and all the dead ones, okay? Quit pushing those trees over. You're on the wrong side of the property line. Just don't eat my chickens either, or my berries. You can eat some corn. It's for the deer.
What are you talking to?
Bigfoot. I just heard a tree fall over there. It must have been Bigfoot. Yeah. Hey, so we need to start heating up.
Yeah.